Welcome to your first chapter on H2 Math A-Level Statistics on Permutation and Combination. So in this video, we're going to be running through what exactly this whole chapter is all about, and more importantly, what the definition of permutation and combination is. So if you are a J2 student, this is the first chapter that you are going to be learning in the H2 Math syllabus as of right now. And you're most likely going to be learning this as the first topic in your J2, right? If you are watching this from anywhere else in the world, welcome to Singapore Math. Okay, if not, let's just jump right into this over here. Now, what is a permutation and a combination? Now, at the end of the day, these two words, right, they actually come from the whole idea of how many different ways to arrange something. Okay, at the end of the day, this whole entire chapter is all about how many ways are there to arrange things, right? So it's a lot of computation, but a lot of common sense at the same time. So to illustrate this concept to you, let me just put an example over here, right? Let's say I have three alphabets, right? I have alphabet A, I have alphabet B, and I have alphabet C. 1, 2, 3. Three different alphabets. So let's say I got two questions that I would ask myself, right? How many different ways to arrange these three alphabets? Okay, how many different ways are there to arrange these three alphabets where the order matters? So without going into the specific formulas or the ideas behind how to actually arrange this tree, right? This is a question that, basically asks us how many different ways are there to arrange these three alphabets. And of course, there are a few ways to arrange them, right? You have your A, B, C, followed by A, C, B, and then you also have your B can come first, right? B, A, C, B, C, A. You also have your C, B, A, and then C, A, B. Right, you can see that over here, I have 6 different ways to arrange these three alphabets. And these 6 ways are all different, right? So you can see over here that there are 6 different ways where the order matters. So for instance, let's say if I pick A first, then I pick B, right? It's going to be different if I pick A first, then I pick C. Right, so where the order matters, we have 6 different ways, right? And this, in other words, is also known as your permutation. So permutation, if I'm going to define the word over here, permutation is basically a number of arrangements, okay, number of arrangements where the order matters. Okay, and then let's say I ask the same question again. How many different ways are there to arrange these three alphabets, but the order does not matter? Okay, so let me just use this space here. How many different ways to, okay, let's not say arrange, right? Because arrange actually implies that there's the order matters. So let's say select these three alphabets, comma, where the order doesn't matter. So if the order doesn't matter, suddenly you realize that all these 6 different permutations above, they are the same, right? Because if order does not matter, then this permutation and this permutation, they are exactly the same because they all contain the same alphabets. Right, so you can see that when the order doesn't matter, suddenly the perspective changes. When the order doesn't matter, A, B, C, B, A, C, C, B, A, A, C, B, B, C, A, C, A, B, right? All 6 of them over here, they are essentially the same thing, right? So I'm just going to bracket this thing up here. All are essentially the same thing because they all contain the same alphabets, right? So this, in other words, is also called your combinations. Okay, and combinations essentially imply that we want to find the number of arrangements where the order doesn't matter. And this is the difference between permutation and combination. So just to wrap things up as an introduction to this chapter, permutation and combination, they are all just how many ways are there to arrange things or to select things, right? When the order matters, we call it permutation. So you can think of permutation as a more specific way of asking, right? Whereas for combination, it's not that specific, right? We just want the members. We are just concerned about the members, who is inside the group. But permutation is more of who is inside and how they are arranged. All right, and with that said, this is the end of the introduction. If you've got any questions, just leave me in the comments under this video, and I'll see you in the next video, which is going to appear on the screen over here, or it's just going to immediately bring you there, where we'll go through the specific formulas, the specific ways, and how to actually arrange things using the formulas and just some common sense. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.